My narcissistic boss fired me to steal my $5 million commission and claimed my software as his own. I waited until his live televised victory press conference to legally revoke my patent licenses, shutting down his entire multi-million-dollar company in seconds. I spent 3 years of my life sacrificing my 20s to build a revolutionary AI logistics platform for a rapidly growing tech startup. I worked 80-hour weeks, skipped holidays, and poured my absolute soul into the code, building the entire back-end infrastructure completely from scratch. My boss, Richard, was a textbook narcissist. He was a silver spoon CEO who knew absolutely nothing about coding, but loved taking the credit for everything I built while treating the staff like disposable garbage. After years of grinding, we finally landed a monumental $50 million contract with a global shipping giant. According to my heavily negotiated employment contract, closing this deal meant I was legally owed a $5 million commission and a substantial equity stake in the company. The day before the final ink was supposed to dry on the mega contract, Richard called me into his glass office. With a smug, arrogant smirk on his face, he handed me a termination letter. He falsely cited severe performance issues and had building security physically escort me out of the lobby like a criminal. He thought he was a genius. By firing me just hours before the deal closed, he planned to void my contract, steal my $5 million commission, and keep all the equity for himself. What Richard, in his blinding arrogance, failed to realize was a tiny, crucial detail. I had filed the core patents for the complex algorithms under my own independent LLC a year before I even joined his startup. The startup only had a provisional license to use my intellectual property, and that license was strictly contingent on my active employment. The exact second he officially terminated me, that license legally expired. I didn't call a lawyer immediately. I didn't send angry emails. I simply waited in absolute silence for 2 weeks. Richard threw a massive, incredibly expensive press conference to announce the partnership to the world. He invited tech journalists, major investors, and live-streamed the entire event. He stood proudly at the podium in a custom designer suit, bragging to the cameras about his genius invention and how it was going to change the world. Meanwhile, I was sitting quietly in a coffee shop right across the street, sipping a latte with my laptop open. Just as Richard dramatically gestured toward the giant LED screens behind him to give a live demonstration of the software, I logged into my secure admin portal. I didn't hack anything. I simply clicked the legal revoke access button on my independently owned servers. Every single screen in the press conference instantly went pitch black. A second later, a massive, glaring red error message flashed across the stage. Unauthorized use. Patent license expired. System locked. Absolute chaos erupted. The live stream captured Richard completely panicking on stage. The shipping giant's CEO, who was sitting in the front row, was so furious and embarrassed that he instantly pulled the $50 million contract. Investors panicked and immediately withdrew their funding. Richard tried to sue me to oblivion, but my airtight patents laughed him right out of federal court. His company went completely bankrupt within a month. I ended up selling my proprietary software directly to his biggest competitor for $15 million, and Richard is currently under investigation by the SEC for defrauding his investors. I guess he finally got the credit he deserved.